Welcome back to Afternoon Live. If the idea of "are we there yet" is enough to make you swear off car travel with the kids, our next guest wants you to reconsider. Here with tips on how to survive taking a road trip with your kids, we welcome back the author of Tidy Up Your Life, the Tidy Dad, Tyler Moore. It's so nice to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me, Hannah.
We can do this. You've got tried and true experience of doing lots of road trips with your family.
Yeah, I feel like there's that classic parenting debate about whether it's actually a vacation if you take your kids along with you. We love to take our girls on experiences and do things outside of the city, but there are some things that can help to tidy things up because it can feel so overwhelming to have your kids at home, not to mention having them out in the world. So we can unpack some things that'll help.
It's a lot to tackle all at one time. Let's start with the packing. You've got ideas for kind of a travel capsule wardrobe.
Yeah, so I have this download that's been super handy for my own family that is this travel packing checklist because I feel like kids, they want to know where they're going, how long they're going to be there, but also what they need to pack with them. When I was a kid, I had that classic vacation where I thought that my parents were packing for me and they forgot all of my clothes at home. I was one of three, and my parents were really stressed and overwhelmed. And I remember my sisters were so jealous because I got to go pick all new clothes because I had nothing with me. But I've determined not to make that mistake. So one of the things we found with our girls is that we're able to give them the quantities. What are the actual amounts of things that they need to bring with them? We put the little numbers into the box, and then we give them the choice within boundaries where they can go choose the tops, the bottoms, the socks, the underwear, the things that they want. But I feel like even as adults, packing is something that can feel so overwhelming and stressful, but by making it manageable and breaking down the steps, I do feel like it's a great life lesson and skill that we can instill in our kids.
And once they get some practice doing it, they will be pros as they get older and take one more thing off of your list as you're packing everybody up for one of these trips.
Yeah, I think that that's huge. And, we've taught our daughters that we don't have to bring our entire wardrobe with us. You don't need to have three options for every single part of your day. And also, we've learned, especially with kids, that we just embrace doing laundry while we're traveling. And sometimes that just helps to just to eliminate the volume of stuff that we bring. So we throw in our little laundry detergent sheets and we just merrily roll along.
So easy. Okay, let's talk about things to entertain the kids while you're on the road. Tiny toys and gadgets, things that are not screen time necessarily.
Yeah, so this is another example of choice within boundaries. And we have brought back and we have made fashionable the classic 80s fanny pack that I had with me when we went to all of the amusement parks. But also we have found that these zippered bags are really handy and helpful. First of all, it contains the items, you can see what goes inside, but then you can think about what are those fidget toys, what are those, card sets. We've also really embraced the audio player, that this is great because they can have on their headphones. They also have the Bluetooth models. But the idea is that they don't need to just veg out on the screen. We did manage to survive road trips when we were kids without the screen. And we found with our daughters that sometimes it creates more stress than it's worth. And so it's just rethinking through what you want to bring, art supplies, card games, books. All of these are really wonderful things to pack with you, and then you can use them strategically when you're at different stops along the way or when your travel itinerary is unfolding.
Those audiobooks, we check them out from our local library. They're the best resource, and my kids love getting their chance to pick out the story that they're going to listen to. Okay, you are also a proponent of getting on the road early.
So this is another classic dad move, I feel like, but it's my saying that I like to start in the dark, that I embrace the early mornings with my daughters. And so I feel like if I can get a couple hours down the road while my daughters are sleeping or not asking me for 15 million things, I feel like our children are typically a little bit calmer in the mornings. And there's nothing like that, stop along the way for breakfast that just gets everyone sort of excited and going. So I pack the car the night before, get everybody up a little bit early, but it just helps us to ease into our travel day.
Well, and then planning where you're going to go, you have a 4-hour rule. That sounds like a great place to start.
So the idea is that we have determined as parents what we can sort of handle. And so I feel like for us with young kids and road trips, 4 hours is about our max. And I'm talking about 4 hours on paper because often that doesn't account for gas stops. when people have to go to the bathroom, when you need the kids to stretch and play. Oftentimes that 4 hours can easily sort of stretch into 6 or 8 hours. But anything longer for us right now just becomes this full day epic road trip marathon that we will do occasionally, but it's just not something that brings a lot of joy to our life right now. So there is a time when I will take my children on a cross country road trip all the way to Portland from New York City. But that time is not right now.
Not yet. I feel you there. Well, and you can really easily plot out those stops for the kids to get the wiggles out, pull up Google and find some playgrounds along the way.
Yes. So oftentimes we use Google Maps or our navigation system for gas or restaurants, but there are these really handy playground features. And so oftentimes our kids, they just need to stretch our legs and their legs. And when they start to bother us in the car, oftentimes that's a symptom that they just need to play. And so we try our best to align the pit stops with the park stops, and even a 10, 15, 20-minute break is really great for the kids. My wife and I will circle the playground and we get our legs moving too. But I feel like that is such an easy fix as you are plotting out your route, is just to find those really great playgrounds.
I love it. Easy stuff. We can get it all done, and it doesn't have to be a total nightmare. Thank you so much for joining us. It was great to see you.
Thanks, you too.
Tyler's book again is Tidy Up Your Life, and we'll have more information on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.